Okay, let's talk about it. The big one. Are robots coming for your job? It sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? But honestly, it's on everyone's mind these days. We hear about AI constantly, and it's totally natural to wonder, hey, what does this mean for me? So let's really dive in and figure out what the story is. So yeah, let's just get right to it. That question that's probably nagging at you. Could a robot do your job in the future? It's a completely fair question, and we're going to dig into the research to find some real answers. Now, just a quick heads up, this is an explainer, not career or financial advice. We're just here to break down the facts. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
All right, first things first. What do we even mean when we say job automation? Well, it's pretty simple, really. It's just when tasks that people used to do are now handled by technology. Think about self-checkout at the grocery store or an ATM. AI is just the newest and, smartest version of that. And yeah, it's definitely stirring up a lot of anxiety.
But this is where the whole conversation gets really, really interesting. Because if you can push past all those scary headlines for a second and look at the actual numbers, the story starts to look very different. Some recent global research looked at nearly 1 billion job ads, and frankly, the results are probably not what you're expecting.
Get this. The story doesn't just change, it does a complete backflip. The data shows that in the industries that are most exposed to AI, productivity is growing 3 times higher. And check this out. Wages in those same industries are growing twice as fast. So, wait a minute. Instead of just replacing people, it looks like AI is actually making human workers more valuable. How wild is that? Okay, let's be real for a second. Does this mean no jobs are going to be disrupted? Of course not. Some roles are definitely going to change, and that creates real challenges for people. But the crucial point, the big story that the data is telling us, is that this isn't a battle of humans versus machines. It points to a new reality of humans plus machines. It's all about collaboration, not just outright replacement.
And these two little stories really bring that idea to life. So on one side, you've got Amina, an analyst. The AI takes care of all the boring data crunching, which frees her up to focus on what humans are amazing at, creative thinking and actually solving problems. Then you have John, a support agent. The AI handles all the simple, repetitive questions, which lets John spend his time helping people with the really complex issues that require empathy and judgment. In both cases, AI is the assistant, not the replacement. It elevates the human worker. So it makes sense, right? If our tasks are changing, then the skills we need to do those tasks have to change too. But here's the kicker. This isn't some slow, gradual shift we're talking about. The data shows it's more like a skills earthquake, and it is happening fast.
Okay. Brace yourself for this number. 66%. In jobs that are most exposed to AI, the skills that employers are looking for are changing 66% faster than in other jobs. Now, to put that into perspective, just last year that number was only 25%. That is a huge acceleration. It tells us that jobs aren't just disappearing, they are evolving at lightning speed, and our skills have to keep up.
So what should you be putting in your toolbox for this new world? Well, it's not really about learning to code the next AI. It's actually about doubling down on the stuff that makes us uniquely human. The skills that AI just can't touch. We're talking about real problem solving, being adaptable and always learning, genuine creativity, clear communication, and maybe, most important of all, critical thinking. These skills become our superpowers when we pair them with AI. It's really easy to feel like this AI future is just this big tidal wave that's happening to us. But what the research suggests is that's just not the case. We are not passive bystanders here. The way this tech ends up shaping our world really depends on the choices all of us make, starting right now.
I absolutely love this quote. It's from a Nobel Prize-winning economist named Herbert Simon. And get this, he wrote it all the way back in 1966 during another big automation scare. He said, "The bogeyman of automation consumes worrying capacity that should be saved for real problems." His point was that worrying about the monster under the bed distracts us from focusing on the real challenges, like skills training and making sure the benefits are shared fairly. It's such a powerful reminder that these fears, they aren't new.
So maybe we've been asking the wrong question all along. Instead of, will robots take our jobs, maybe the real, more useful question is, how do we design a future where everyone benefits from this technology? See how that just shifts the focus? It takes us from fear to action, from scarcity to design. It's about building a world where AI empowers all of us. So I'm curious, what's one job you think robots will take on next? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and hey, if you enjoyed this explainer, make sure you subscribe for more.